Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Hump Day. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Today we are discussing Bitcoin's very strong price performance that we've seen in these last 24 hours or so. No doubt part of that price uptick has to do with collectively what people are considering in the form of the upcoming block halving reward. That is happening in May of this year, May of 2020. Hey, did you know that this has been one of Bitcoin's best quarters since 2013? And many are saying that it's going to escalate further in terms of the prices if we breach the $9,500 mark. And that's only at the time of this recording about $150, maybe $200 away from where we now sit. We'll also take a look at IOTA, which is 5.6 million times more energy efficient than Bitcoin. Bet you guys didn't know that. We'll look at a couple of different sources and then look at a new deal between Chiliz and some of the soccer clubs out there. So Chiliz, ticker CHZ. PSG joins Arsenal with cryptocurrency deal that lets fans take part in club decisions. Before all that, however, let's take a look at the markets and where things stand right now on coinmarketcap.com. We are at $256.6 billion total market cap with exceptional performance in these last 24 hours. Bitcoin up 3.62%, sitting right now at $9,350. It's been a very strong move to the upside. And, again, we were talking just the other day about how whether or not Bitcoin was going to breach the $9,000 mark. And it seems like with really minimal effort, it just blasted through that. So the discussion is ongoing on our community tab. Check that out. You can access it from our homepage. But things looking very good. Bitcoin dominance right now creeping up incrementally a little bit more at 66.3%. All right, so here we sit. We're just over 100 days away from the May halving event where the Bitcoin block reward is going to be halved from the current 12.5 to the new 6.25 Bitcoins per block reward. So every 10 minutes, miners solving the algorithm will get 6.25 instead of 12.5 Bitcoin. Of course, we've talked about it before. This affects supply and demand. It's going to affect the perception, the collective perception of Bitcoin value. At least that's how the theory goes. Did you guys know this, however, courtesy of Cointelegraph.com? It's been Bitcoin's best quarter one since 2013, and things could very well escalate if we breach the $9,500 mark. That's according to one trader in particular. These are the strongest returns in Q1 that we've seen since 2013. And historically, if you look at the performance of Bitcoin in Q1, well, in 2014, we were down 40%. As you can see, 2015 down 23, almost 24%. Down a little bit in 2016, down 3%. Up 11% in 2017. Down 50% in 2018. We remember that one. Up 10% in 2019, and so far up 30% just about in 2020. By comparison, if you go back to 2011, we were up 165%, which is huge. 2013, we were up 570%, even higher. So although the numbers aren't quite that phenomenal, it's been a very strong start to the year so far for Bitcoin by any measure. Taking a look at the Fear and Greed Index, there is some argument to be made about how we may be approaching a greed correction. In the words of Warren Buffett, don't forget, you got to be greedy when others are fearful, but you got to be fearful when others are greedy. We currently sit at a score of 57 on this index, which suggests that the market may be due for a correction. Many are suggesting that we already find ourselves in oversold territory according to the RSI, but you have this Cointelegraph contributor, Philb, who said that it's a good thing that we've hit the 200-day moving average. That was one major point of existence. And here's the next one, quote, the 200 DMA found the support. Next level is the old resistance at $9,555 daily close above there. And things could escalate. 9,500 would be a good one. And then, of course, after that, next up is probably 10K. Just psychologically, 10K has always been a big hurdle to overcome. We're talking IOTA now on cryptonewsflash.com. Power consumption of Bitcoin is 5.6 million times higher compared to IOTA new embedded Linux distribution. So with Honeycomb OS, Bernardo Rodriguez has released another embedded Linux distribution tailored to IOTA nodes, clients, and Tangle-related tools. And as the study has found, a total of 5.6 million transactions can be performed on the IOTA Tangle with the same energy consumption that Bitcoin requires for just one single transaction. Honeycomb operating system is part of Meta IOTA, which is supported by the IOTA Ecosystem Development Fund. And here is how Bernardo Rodriguez describes it. Quote, each build is based on machine configurations from a specific open embedded BSP layer tailored to the board. This allows for better performance when compared to one-fits-all kinds of distros, such as DietPi, Armbian, and Raspbian, which usually provide a single binary image for many different board versions in order to ensure backwards compatibility. And the idea is that Honeycomb OS is supposed to be as minimalistic and light as possible so that all CPU power is used for Tango calculations. Therefore, there is no GUI and everything has to be done through the terminal. At the moment, Honeycomb OS only contains Hornet v0.3.0, a lightweight alternative to IOTA full node software IRI. Here's the tweet from Renee W. from the 26th of January. As of today, one Bitcoin transaction consumes 637.1 kilowatt hours of electrical energy. IOTA uses about 0.112 kilowatt hours or less per transaction. So, for the energy used for one Bitcoin transactions, you are able to do about 5.6 million transactions on the Tangle. Hashtag IOTA strong. Hashtag Bitcoin is a dinosaur. Some may disagree with that. However, from an energy consumption point of view, they have a point. You guys can read more about that on blog.st.com. Xcube IOTA 1 or IOTA on STM32. Experiment with crypto for Internet of Things. I have no idea what this title means. You guys will have to illuminate me to the technical side of things. In other news, out of the UK, we have this piece on mirror.co.uk. PSG join Arsenal with cryptocurrency deal that lets fans take part in club decisions. And the decisions will not involve buying and selling players or the day-to-day management of the club, but fans will be able to decide where friendly matches are played and what next season's shirts will look like. So the input is certainly felt. Paris Saint-Germain are the latest team to have signed a new cryptocurrency deal that will allow more than 78 million fans to take part in major club decisions. Previously, Arsenal launched a similar partnership with US cryptocurrency Cashbet back in 2018, which allowed fans to use and redeem coins at the 60,000-seat Emirates Stadium. This most recent news also comes about 16 months after the French club signed a deal with the Maltese company's Chiliz that runs the blockchain platform called Socios.com. And Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, made the announcement of the launch of the cryptocurrency blockchain tokens on Twitter and accompanied their post with a video advertising the new product. Here's the tweet itself from PSG from the 27th of January this year. Paris Saint-Germain teams up with cryptocurrency exchange platform CoinCasso. And look, some may say that the impact of this partnership is kind of negligible because at the end of the day, it's going to give fans the opportunity to take part in voting decisions at the club. Things like where friendly matches are going to take place and what kind of t-shirts are going to be displayed in the next season. So not exactly groundbreaking decisions or influence, but hey, it's a start. This is kind of a litmus test to see how it works out. And I think it's going to perform very strongly because these are a very devoted group of people, these football fans, whether it's PSG, whether it's Juventus that we've talked about in the past or other clubs. These are very involved fans. So I think this is the perfect kind of pilot project to see how things work. And if it goes well, and look, honestly, if there's money to be made at the end of the day, that's also part of it. But if it goes well, then we can take this to the next level. So far, Chiliz has set up partnerships with PSG, Atletico Madrid, Galatasaray, AS Roma, Juventus, and West Ham. And according to reports, you can buy tokens associated with all of those teams, which will be available on Chiliz.net. So you'll be able to buy and sell those from the end of February. And in heavily related news, you can take a look at this piece on newslogical.com. Juventus, PSG's partner, Chiliz, to launch first crypto exchange for sports and entertainment. Similarly here, Qatar Sports Investments owned football club unveils crypto token on Ethereum. All right, that about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget about our giveaway this coming Saturday. We're giving away another Crypto Tag Zeus starter kit. To be eligible for that prize, you got to make sure you are subscribed to Altcoin Buzz. You got to like all videos between this upcoming Saturday and the last giveaway. I believe it was on Sunday. You got to also make sure you comment on a video because we select comments at random and thus winners at random. Best of luck if you choose to invest on this hump day. And as always, we do hope to see you again in our next video. Take care.